All right, guys, welcome to the show. The stars, Ashton and Fedor. Say hi, Boo.
Yeah.
Say hi, wave. All right. Hey, guys, council meeting on the, what was it, the 16th?
Yep, 16th council meeting, 5 hours of absolute boredom.
What'd you think, Boo? Was it ugly? 5 hours? Too much?
There's no reason it needs to be that long, man. Everybody just up there talking about their deals.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be really interesting is to actually see, kind of time each person and see how long they talk about.
Oh, yeah.
That would be interesting for somebody.
Yeah, that'd be.
Somebody do that, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got the time for that.
So, hey, a couple major topics. They brought up, fee waivers was a big one.
Fee waivers was one of the first big ones. That conversation started about 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 46 seconds in. It was a good one. I personally have always been against fee waivers. You know, I've been going to these council meetings, you see people get up there, and I just don't like it because it's almost they're at the mercy of whoever's sitting up there.
Yeah.
You know what? Put it in black and white. These are the fees. Either do it or don't. Now, I think they should be adjusted. I think that they should be manageable and affordable because these things are great for our community. Instead of charging full boat or whatever, if however you adjust it, I think they need to be adjusted. If it's $1, I don't care. But to have to go up each time and basically bow before the king and beg for, I don't like that. I've never liked that. Put in black and white. Here's the fee. You want to do it or not?
Yeah, it's a good point. And one of the things that was said was, and I think why it came up was, I think the mayor had mentioned something about, hey, second chance got questioned. So maybe we should see the financials for what's going to happen for the people that want the fee waiver.
Which second chance, that was not a fee waiver, right? They want to see financials for people that want fee waivers.
Yeah.
Well, does that mean everybody? Are we going to now get the financials for the Sikh parade, for the Raisin Festival, for the things the Chamber of Commerce does?
For everything.
Yeah. Are we going to do that? Are we getting that political and that petty?
Yeah.
Or no? Second chance is completely different. That's a contract.
It's a contract that they pay a lot of close to $100,000, I think.
The city pays that money out to somebody else. Now Johnny Trujillo, or as Scott Robertson likes to say, Trujillo, because he loses. I don't know, man. Talk about a passive aggressive. That's a whole different deal.
Passive aggressive.
It's Trujillo when he wants it to
Fedor?
be. Yeah, Fedor. There ain't no I in Fedor, but whatever, dude. I don't care. I think it's funny because it just exposes yourself. Sorry about going full squirrel there. But anyway, at 1 hour and 44 minutes, Johnny Trujillo, he comes up and he brings up that point. He says, "Hey, fee waiver is different than a contract." Yep. And he's saying, "Hey, they're two completely different things." He does a good job of explaining it to everybody. Yep. And so anyway, that was the fee waiver thing.
Yeah, and then the fee waivers. From there, it goes on to parliamentary procedures, which was very interesting.
Oh, that was a great, because this is kind of the second time this topic has come up with the other one was a code of conduct when it came up.
Yeah.
And now, what I liked about this is this was a tell to me, right? Because they come in and they say Blanca Mendoza Navarro brings it up, and then right away Sarah whips out her notepad that she's got stuff written on.
Miss Garrett.
Yeah, and she's gonna start. And she starts. I'm so glad you brought this up, right? And then she starts reading about her Robert's Rules of Order and blah blah blah. Yet at the end, she votes against it.
She did the same thing with the code of conduct.
So she
this
says,
is great. This is great.
Says one thing, yet does another.
Does another. But this is the same person that says, "Hey, I put my religion aside to be on this to be on the council."
Well, and that's. You can't put your religion or your convictions aside. That's why I voted for you, or didn't vote for you, was because of your convictions. Because I believed that you were going to do what I thought was the best thing, right?
Exactly.
I liked you the best of all the candidates, so I voted for you.
Yeah.
But now we know that.
I think it all relates back to hey, my character is.
Hey.
Well, not even my character.
Those weren't my words. Those were hers.
Yeah, she said she did it to herself. Hey, I put my religion to the side.
Right.
Okay.
Her words.
That's really scary to me, man.
So, but why vote against what are parliamentary procedures?
Okay, so here it is. I actually Googled it. Parliamentary procedures. It's the purpose of parliamentary procedures is to make it easier for people to work together effectively and to help groups accomplish their purposes. Basically what it's saying is, hey, let's work together. It's kind of like the code of conduct.
It is. Well, it's kind of like it, but it says for a group to work together for their purposes. Now, here's the deal. The only reason I can see that I would not want parliamentary procedures is because I have a different purpose.
Right, because why else wouldn't you do it?
So what is my purpose up there? Your purpose should be, as a council member, should be Selma, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Selma excelling, getting better, bigger, whatever. So unless you have a different purpose, why wouldn't you want to work with people?
Yeah,
And if you have a
exactly.
different purpose, what is that purpose? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, not at all. I was thinking about what you were saying. It doesn't even make sense to me why you wouldn't vote for that. But then again, they didn't vote for the code of conduct. The two of them, the mayor and his sister-in-law.
Right. But they when they brought that up, Scott did a really good job of the Emmy goes to Scott for playing the victim.
Oh
right?
yeah, because he says, "Hey, Mrs. Navarro,
Has been picking on me.
yeah, is trying to undercut me."
Yeah, wah, you've been picking on me. But then later on, they say, well, you have to have thick skin.
Yeah, so that was the other part. You have to have thick skin, but yet, here's the thing. So thick skin and people tell you stuff, okay, that's one thing. They're talking about you, telling you things, okay. But when you mislead somebody to make them look bad, this is how this all started. This is after the very first meeting with Miss Cho and Mrs. Navarro. The mayor went on social media and said some things, and it looked like he was kind of twisting it, misdirecting it.
Yep.
And I think they took offense to that. They felt like they were being bullied, and who knows what's going on behind the scenes.
Yep.
And so that's when you started hearing about the code of conduct.
Right.
So they're actually trying to push back, to me, this is my opinion, on them. They felt like they're being bullied, and this is how they fight back. I don't see anything wrong with it.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Maybe that would change my mind or affect it, but I don't know why you wouldn't accept parliamentary procedures. I don't know why you wouldn't change your code of conduct.
Code of conduct. And then one of the excuses is, hey, it costs money, everything, because that's what they said too. Oh, how much is this going to cost? Come on, man. This is you were the guy who signed off on the Ken Gray contract.
Well,
that was hidden from the public.
That's what's funny
for a long time.
Is they're chameleons, right? So as soon as they need to be, all of a sudden they're fiscal conservatives. But no, yeah.
All I got to do is look at the park. What's going on with the park?
Yeah, so they're worried about $2,500 there, but yet there was a meeting where they were talking about having to find $10 million to make the park, and I'm going, what the?
Yeah. So that's kind of a trip. Wow. So that was pretty good, and then it goes into the comments on social media.
There were one more thing. On the parliamentary when they were talking about that, when Scott was talking about being picked on or whatever. He made a comment that I picked up on, and I thought, wait a minute, that's a complete misdirection. When he was talking about Blanca Mendoza Navarro undermining his authority as mayor. Okay, now the reason I picked up on that is because that's a misstatement. That is an untruth, or at least a half-truth. You have no more authority as mayor, Scott. Now, what you do have is you have more responsibility, right? So you got to run the meetings, and there's a handful of other things you have to do. But you have no more authority.
Yeah, you're one vote.
That's not you are one vote. That is not me saying that. That is the fact that we are a council manager form of government.
Yep.
You have no more authority.
Now, what's interesting about what you just said is right before the election, when they had what was that forum you're part of?
Oh yeah, Selma Cares, I think.
I think it was called something else. Selma Aware.
Oh yeah, something
like that. You're part of that. There was a question asked for the candidates running, and Mrs. Navarro talks about the form of government.
Yes.
Hey, we're all one vote. It's like you said, city manager form of government. Jim Avalos, who lost, and did all this stuff he's been doing, mentioned during that meeting, whatever you call it, awareness committee or whatever it was, he mentions strong mayor.
Yes.
Which means more power.
Now, if you want to go way back into the rabbit hole here, that's the second time that the strong mayor had been mentioned.
Yep.
The other time that I heard it personally was sitting in there. It was the first meeting when they brought the former attorney back, Neil Costanzo, and he mentioned changing the city charter to a strong mayor form of government. So that
Did they actually mention that?
Neil Costanzo said that. Yes.
Wow.
If I remember correctly, that is. I remember hearing that going. Whoa, hang on a sec. So he talked. He just didn't say they were doing it.
Just mentioned it.
If I remembering that correctly.
Correctly. Wow, that's a big deal, man.
So anyway, yeah, no, that was.
So I think that's. So it kind of seems to me that that might have been in the background, because when Jim mentions that, and you see what's happened ever since Navarro's won, you have Mr. Avalos has been relentless on trying to get back on.
Right.
You know, recount. Taking him to court. They had to protect the sea. He's cost us. He's cost the taxpayer tens of thousands of dollars, and it looks like if you watch the meetings, he's being supported by the two members.
Well, it would appear that way.
It looks
that's
like
my
that.
belief. Anyway.
That's the way I see it. My own personal opinion. So, and then that's another thing, Mr. Avalos. I get this weird vibe that he acts like he's a member.
He's the sixth council member. So don't tell him that he's not.
Oh man, what do you think, Boo? That's pretty funny. And so then we go to social media now.
Oh yeah, social media, the lovely.
So this came up because there was a citizen there that spoke pretty well, and she mentions, hey, you guys can't even get together on the code of conduct, which was about updating it because of social media.
Right.
And which is it should have been a no-brainer. So, but that was 3-2. The mayor didn't vote for it, and his sister-in-law. This person talks about that, and then she writes a post on social media. The mayor's wife jumps in, and
I didn't see it because I'm blocked.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed.
Yeah, I saw it. I thought I was blocked, but I saw it. I saw the comment by the mayor's wife. It's a little piece, but I'll read the ending of it. So she says, because I thought this was very telling. It says, hey, this is the mayor's wife talking to the citizen who went to the meeting and started a post. She says, hey, since you were hacking, coughing all night, maybe this rudeness is because you are not feeling well. So she's telling her, hey, you're not feeling well, you're hacking, you're coughing. It doesn't even make sense, really. How about doing us a favor and zooming in next time and not exposing us to your germs? Now, this is the mayor's wife saying this to a citizen that showed up.
Stay home.
She's pretty much telling her, stay home.
Right.
And but she doesn't know if this person has anything.
Yeah. There's a million reasons to cough.
Exactly. So the citizen responds. Now, I'll just read a little bit of the beginning, because it's very telling. The citizen tells the mayor's wife, thank you so much for providing me the opportunity to discuss my disability in public.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. I have a respiratory and an autoimmune disorder. So basically, you're the mayor's wife. You told, you're saying something about me. And now I'm going to respond to you. You're basically forcing me to, you didn't force her, but hey, I'm responding to you, and now I'm doing it publicly because of your comment.
Yeah, you're gonna basically call me out publicly. I'll tell you publicly.
Yeah,
it's because of my disability.
Yeah, so it really makes the mayor's wife look bad.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. So anyway, I wanted to bring that one up because that was part of it. Because that person now has showed up to a couple council meetings and has spoken.
But I've seen that. I've heard it. I think she's been spot on. She hasn't. I don't think she's been singling anybody out. She's been calling out the council, just saying, "Hey, why don't y'all just get along, man?"
Yeah, you guys can't even do that. But if you look at it, so the code of conduct is 3-2.
Yep.
Parliamentary procedures 3-2.
Right.
Who are the two? The mayor and even for the schools, the SRO was 3-2.
Yep.
So what are they doing? I mean,
I don't know. I thought they were safety first.
Yeah, that's what they say.
What else we got?
Then they have a special meeting on the 26th for the interim city manager's evaluation.
So they're gonna. So they've already at a regular meeting or prior to a regular meeting, they discussed. I believe it was Scott Robertson put on an agenda.
Yeah, that's what was said.
To discuss have an evaluation. And some terminate or keep or whatever.
Yeah, whatever they label it as.
Right.
Yeah, they label it a certain way.
So that happens prior to a regular council meeting. Then they have this special council meeting, right?
Yeah.
Where they're going to evaluate him and then ask him to find a permanent city manager.
Yeah. So that's basically what happens. So they evaluate him according to the agenda, and or they talked about it behind the doors. We don't know what happened. All we know is when they come out is the other item. So now they vote 3-0. Mrs. Navarro motions and Ms. Cho seconds, and they vote 3-0. What do you call it? To have the interim look for a permanent city manager.
Correct.
Well, Mr. Robertson and Mrs. Guerra weren't there.
They
So it's
weren't.
3-0. Yeah, they weren't. They
I'm
missed
sure
that
you'll
meeting.
hear something about that too.
Yeah, so they missed that meeting. So, and then he had public support. So it looks like the evaluation went good. He had some community members come speak for him. And now we see that he's up again on Tuesday night's meeting.
Yeah. So on the upcoming agenda, he's up for another evaluation. So who put that on there? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows who put that on there?
Yeah.
Now, we wonder why we can't get a good city manager.
Yeah.
Well, every 3 weeks or every 2 weeks, they're evaluating them. So
Yeah.
if you're not towing the line or they don't like what you're doing.
Yeah. So it's going to be very interesting to see who put this on there.
Yeah.
Because the mayor did it the first time. We don't know who did it the second time.
Right. And now we don't know who's doing it.
We don't know who's doing it this time.
And it's the third time in like 3 or 4 meetings, that
Yeah.
Now here's something else that's cool, right? That's interesting to me. So the 3 members that are in there, they say, okay, interim, go find us a permanent, right, city manager.
Yeah.
That has the potential to save the city tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh, it's going to save them a lot of money.
Right, because they don't have to go out to an outside agency and contract with them to find a city manager. It could be $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, who knows? Yet, not a peep about the money they saved, but we're worried about $2,500 over here to update.
To update the code of conduct.
Right. So it's all smoke and mirrors. It's all BS. We really don't care about the money. Scott Robertson, Sarah Guerra, in my opinion, do not care about saving money. They care about optics and what it looks like. That's all they care about. Because if they truly cared about money, it would be consistent across the board. And there's zero consistency.
Yeah, and they have zero. To me, they both have zero credibility because I always think back to the Ken Gray contract.
Oh,
Mrs. Guerra, transparency. All right, then
No.
you guys talk about the Ken Gray. As a matter of fact, someone maybe we should ask one of these guys to see if there's any more contracts like that.
or confidential resolutions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, 'cause you did it once. How do we know you didn't do it again?
It's all, to me, in my
never
opinion,
happened.
from what I've seen, it's optics, man. What does it look like? Not what is it. It's what does it look like.
Yeah, yeah, and that makes sense too. It's because of you brought it up. How she says, "Oh, I'm glad you brought it up,"
And then votes against it.
And then she always votes against it.
Right. Wait a minute. Are you glad I brought it up, or do you it doesn't?
There's no doubt in my mind, and this is my opinion, that she's gonna do what the mayor says. She's gonna vote the way he tells her to.
It certainly appears that way.
Yeah, as a sister-in-law, man, what do you expect?
Well,
I mean, why would anybody even vote for another family member to be on the board? I mean, a close family. I'm not talking about a cousin, second cousin.
Right.
I'm talking about a sister, a brother, sister-in-law, brother-in-law. Come on, man. What are we doing?
yeah. I
They
wouldn't
showed
want-
you why you shouldn't do it.
I wouldn't want to be on a board with any of my family.
Yeah, right. Oh, me either, man. It's just going to be, wow. it's
Nothing
just-
personal.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, guys, hey, please like, subscribe, and leave comments. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.
Say bye, boo. Say bye. All right. Yeah, good job, man.